Hello, welcome to Graphics Connection. This is Hero Rosales. In this video, we're going to show you how to create a vehicle graphics layout by using Photoshop. And we are going to use one of its powerful tool called blending mode. So with that said, let's collapse this website first and open the software, Adobe Photoshop. Go up to File, Open, and open the artwork. And there it is. There's the before and after. Before the graphics and with the graphics. And if I zoom into this van, as you can see, we have all of this light and shade. All of the grooves that you see here, you will also see through this finished layout, as if the graphics already been applied onto the van. And that is the power of blending mode that we're going to try to cover in this tutorial. So let's look at the layers here real quick. I have a first composition, which is the finished composition here at the bottom. I have the second composition, which is just the van for now. And if I click it open, I already have created the graphics for the text, which is just the graphics connection company name, and I call it construction department. And with that, I found this matching picture, construction picture, perfect match. And I already have the phone number also right up the top. So what we're going to be recreating is this right here. And so let's start by tracing the van, and we're going to trace this van using the polygonal lasso tool. So let me go to the tool palette and click polygonal tool and use the polygonal lasso tool. So let's start tracing this van by clicking, click and click. We are going to use this for our blending mode and our clipping mask, so that's what this selection is going to be used for. Click here until we're finished. Keep clicking. A lot of clicking to do. I'm not even going to worry about being accurate. The main thing is that we're going to try to cover the blending mode, because it does help create your artwork more realistic. And by the way, if you make a mistake clicking like this right here, just hit backspace and it will go back to your first click, and then you can continue on just like I did. So just clicking here and there. And we've created that selection area. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to go up to the layer and new and layer via copy. I'm going to click that. What it did is it created that selection copy of this. And so next I'm gonna hold down the command key on the keyboard and click that icon, and I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna fill this new layer with white. So I'm gonna go to the tool palette, click the foreground color, and make sure that it's white, and it is already white. So I'm gonna click OK. Go to the tool palette again and click on the paint bucket and click this fill it with white. There it is, and I'm going to deselect by clicking Command D. There we go. And I'm going to go back to this layer here, which is the selection copy of this van, and we're going to call this details. right there. And this white solid fill, we're going to call this one clipping. And then I'm going to go back to the details, and I'm going to go up to the image adjustments and go to hue saturation. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to slide the saturation all the way to the left until it is negative 100 and click OK. I'm going to go back up to the image again one more time and go to the adjustments, and at this time we're going to select levels, and we are going to try to create a good contrast between light and shade for our detail that we're going to use for our blending mode. So slide it to the right until you get a good contrast between light and shade. Right there. Just like that. It's good enough for me. I'm going to click OK. And we're going to turn this layer into a screen. And this is what's called blending mode right here. In your layer, if you click normal, you have all of the selection. And these are all blending modes. So we're going to be using screen for this, for our details layer. And I'm going to go back to clipping. And on this one, what we're going to use is we're going to use the blending mode called multiply. There. And this image, we're going to put this right in between details and clipping. So let me drag it down. And I'm also going to clip it using this clipping now, because that's what the clipping is for. And I do that by highlighting this image and holding down the Alt key and clicking right in between them, just like that. And now we're going to bring up our detail. Boom. If I zoom into this, you're already seeing all those groups that we have on the van. It is intact, and that's what this thing is look like here down at the bottom. Now let's bring up the van. But as you also notice that it looks kind of washed out, don't worry about it. You can come back to the details, and if you go up to the fill, you can adjust the fill down to about 60% to bring out the image below, which is the construction image. And that's it. It looks pretty good. And let's bring out the phone number and the company information. But let's go ahead and drag this over to the same clipping mask area so that they're all in the same layer. I mean clipping mask. So that's simple. You've created a more realistic vehicle wrap for your art proofs that your customer is going to be happy to see. And I hope that this video helps. I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.